welcome everyone to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football. Mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Wants to throw. It's Yoder. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Quick release by the QB. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's looking deep. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. At the 45, on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Coming after it. That's it fly. Got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Those hands can get a little frigid in weather like this. He'll make the fair catch signal and secure the catch. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
To the air, it's Connor. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Getting some heat. Keeps the legs moving. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on deep shot for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Yoder. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dances away, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quick handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Off he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Connor. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff to the lone back. And the Utes pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air, it's Connor. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. Got the back over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30, at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, dude. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he added the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He finds his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Yoder. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Number 15.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Yoder. They're trying to get to it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it to the back. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
TCU, 35.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter off. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Floating away. At midfield, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The back goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Utah!
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
42.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. And that pass is intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Dropping back, it's Yoder. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
First down for the offense.
Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Utes will go for it on 4th down.
3:25.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. TCU 49.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. The wins keep piling up, and the stakes get higher along with it as this squad remains unbeaten on the season.
Stakes get higher. The pressure starts to mount. Those rivalry games come up late in the season a lot of times for people. So this team has been really dominant.